Welcome back to News 3 today at 11. Although we are wrapping up Sickle Cell Awareness Month, the push to bring awareness, educate, and find a cure continues 24/7, 365. This weekend, Savannah Sickle Cell Association will host its 52nd annual luncheon. Angela Shepard is the president of the local chapter. She joins us now with more. Thank you so much for being here again today.
Yes.
Because you've been here for the past couple of years. Let's refresh our audience's memory before we get to the event and talk about the reason you got involved with the Sickle Cell Association. This hits home for you.
Yes, it does. And I am no stranger to WSAV, but I really started this journey with my son. In fact, we all know that there's a probability when both parents have sickle cell trait, there's a probability that you'll have a child with sickle cell anemia, and it's a 25% chance, and it's a 25% chance that you would have a child with sickle cell trait. With a normal hemoglobin, and a 50% chance that you would have a child with a sickle cell trait. We have 3 sons, and each son, we had each one of those probabilities in our family. Oldest son had a normal hemoglobin, second son sickle cell trait, and the youngest son had sickle cell anemia. And it does not really happen like that, you know, because the probability exists with each child.
Yes.
So we did have the child with sickle cell anemia, but he was cured through a bone marrow transplant back in 2005. The oldest child was the 100% match for that bone marrow transplant. And because of him being cured, we learned so much through that process. That's why I'm here today, because we still have many people here in Savannah that's still battling the fight with sickle cell anemia. So that's my why as to why I'm here. And I think I will continue to be here. My family is active, friends are active, in trying to make sure that other persons are living a better quality of life as possible.
Now that youngest son, Justin, that you're talking about, he actually works here at WSAV. During the time that he was cured, though, that procedure was pretty revolutionary.
It was. In fact, we went to the Eggleston Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, where that procedure was performed. And for most persons, they don't really understand what a bone marrow transplant is, but for the donor, it is an actual surgical procedure where the marrow is extracted from the hip. They use the term harvested from the hip. And then the actual recipient receives the marrow just like a blood transfusion. So we witnessed quite a bit. We witnessed a lot of God's miraculous means of working in our bodies. And it was just really just amazing. So with that, as I said, you know, that brings us to why we continue to work so diligently with the Sickle Cell Association of Savannah.
And this month has been a very busy one for you, and it continues this weekend with your 52nd annual luncheon.
Yes. Now, I've not been around 52 years. But, you know, and I always have to give credit to the founders of the association. Mr. John Finney was the first chairman of the Sickle Cell Association. In fact, he was the former executive director of the Economic Opportunity Authority. So we're standing on his shoulders. You know, he, and then there was the sickle cell nurse, Ms. Parnell Jones.
Yes.
She worked so diligently with this cause, and they had a heart for persons living with sickle cell. In the medical community, they knew those persons by name. So whenever someone fell into crisis, fell into some type of need, they called Ms. Parnell Jones, they called Mr. Finney, and their needs were taken care of.
Now, we have about 30 seconds left, or less than 30 seconds left, but we want to tell people the information on how they can get involved, because tickets are still available for the event this weekend. It's the Sickle Cell Association of Savannah Incorporated 52nd Annual Luncheon Program. That's this Saturday, October 4th from noon. It starts at noon at Savannah State University in the ballroom. You can find more information and see this interview again anytime on our website by visiting wsav.com/community corner. It's always a pleasure talking with you today.
Yes, thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you.
And we look forward to the next time.
Right. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll have more time. But right now it is Alyssa Carsley's time for our forecast. Good morning, Alyssa.